What's that one? Welcome to the Qatar Billiards and Snooker Federation for the Asian Snooker Championships 2026. ALOBAIDLI from Qatar against HUSSEIN ALQALLAF from Kuwait. This is the first group match. All matches in the groups are best of 7. Good shot to nothing from Ali there. Knew that he was taking the cue ball back to balk. A little bit fortunate there from Hussein. If he'd have got closer to the pot, he'd have been okay. That's turned out okay for Ali. It'll take the guys a little while to get used to the speed of the table. It's playing fast on the bed and a little bit slow off the cushions, so as you can see they're struggling to get back to balk, but I'm sure they'll adjust. Again, a little slow off the cushion. This has given a chance for Ali. Normally knocks these in no problem. Well, early in the match, not easy to roll a ball. Might have been better stunning that one. So first chance for Hussein. Yeah, he was a little bbit weak through the ball. Obviously early in the match, wants to make sure of the pot. And he knew he was going into the reds, but he didn't really hit it at all, so it's only a safety now. Well, I said only a safety. That was a superb shot. Wasn't very easy there to avoid the push shot, but he's managed it well. Now he's back in. That could have done with being a little bit lower. Wanted to play the red below the black. Might still be able to hold. Yeah, and because of that, he was a little bit worried about the cue ball. And that's any black off the spot it's not a good miss. Well, Ali hasn't settled down at all here. That's two balls that he would normally knock in with his eyes shut. I'll give Hussein a little bit of confidence, having missed that black. And a good double. Wow. Looked a perfect angle, and it was. Now he's got a lot of room to play here. He can play past the blue for the red in the left corner pocket, or he can screw the other way around the blue and leave the red near the black. Oh, I'm not quite sure what he played there, but just giving Ali another chance. Although the red looks a little bit straight to get position. Maybe he can stun screw for black. Well, I'm sure he'll settle down. He's playing a little bit fast at the moment. Just got to get used to the table. So another chance for Hussein. What can he do this time? Easy blue for red. He's not really gone far enough. Might possibly have to go in and out of balk here. Not sure he can hold for yellow or green. Yeah, he's played that well. As you can see, the table's playing a little bit slow, but he's still on the yellow. Just one cushion, come past the blue. Yeah, he's not really hit that as well as he would have liked. He got a little bit low in the cue ball. He's still on this red, but it should have been easier. That's a good shot. And because the red was more difficult, he wanted to run away, and he's He's played that well. He's still on the green. Again, a little bit weak on the shot. Left himself further away than he would have liked. He's still on a red, but take a good pot. And that was a little bit twitchy. First frame. He's got away with it though, I think. I think he snookered Ali on that red. So Ali's playing a shot to nothing to come in between the brown and the red. Yeah, that's a good shot. That's a good sign. Hit that nicely. He's in a bit of trouble here, Hussein. I think he's just trying to roll up to this red, but this is... No. Yeah. Couldn't see a way back, and it was a little bit of a hit and hope. He's not too bad. He's only left Ali the one red, and he's going to need the spider if he wants to play it. And even if he plays it, I don't see where the colour's coming from. Because actually potting the ball will take a lot of effort, so to get it moving is going to be really tough. So maybe just make sure of the pot and play a good safety. Well, he did try something. Not sure it was the right shot, and he's left Hussein in. And without really doing anything, Hussein has got a 30-point lead, which has been gifted a little bit by Ali. But I'm sure he's just finding his feet on the table and he'll improve. Little bit fortunate. Played for the pink there, but got a nice cannon and he's on the brown. Played that nicely. Little stun across, he's perfect on the red.
5. 6.
Can't quite see from the angle. Maybe that red goes in the middle, the one nearest to the pink. If it doesn't, he'll probably play for the one on the top cushion. Well, he's overhit that. It's not bad. Yeah, he's still going, somehow. That was a bad shot if he's not on the ball colour there. Maybe a bit of nerves first for him. Oh, lovely shot. That'll make him feel better. He's twitched on a few and that was perfect cueing. He's got a nice lead now, but it's not. He's not over the line. And if he keeps playing shots like this, Ali won't play bad all the time. He's giving him a chance to get back in the frame. Possibly a safety would have been better there. Well, he's still struggling. Got to take advantage while this is happening. It's a nice little shot. Just used the angle, come round the table for the pink. Possibly the wrong shot there. I think he had a nice angle to come down for the red just below the black spot. Chose to try and come across for the one on the cushion. But that's another good recovery shot. And now with Ali needing snookers, he'll just roll up to the yellow. Well, I say that, I think he's left Ali chance for a safety. And whilst there's still... Oh, that's put an end to that. I was going to say, well, there was still 3 reds left, but the in-off has finished the frame. Welcome back to the second frame. 1-0 for Hussein. Ali will be hoping to try and get some sort of rhythm going. He didn't really get anything going in that first frame, and Hussein just picked up the pieces. But he's usually good. He's usually very good under pressure, so not that he's under pressure yet. It's only the second frame. That's better. He's gone a little bit low on the black, but what that's done is it's not really given him a choice. He's going to have to go into the pack, so got to make sure of the black. Oh, he's played that very nicely. Screwed off the pack. Guaranteed to leave one. He's hit it a bit too good, actually. He's got closer to the cushion than he would have liked. One good shot. That's not worked out bad, actually. Came off a top cushion a little bit slow, but it's left him the green or the pink. If he plays the pink, he'd probably have to take another chance and go into them. But as there's some loose reds, if he can get over to the left side of the table, somewhere near the blue line, he'll have the red on the right hand side of the table. It's gone a bit slow. Again, these cushions are catching the players out a little bit. He expected that to go at least another foot. He didn't play this red, but it'd be a good bonus if he could knock it in. It's not easy. I think there's a gap between, so he can come back round for blue. He could hold for black, but it's not easy at all. Well, that's what he's played. He's played that excellently. That was a lot tougher than it looked. Little stun here for the red above the black. So he hasn't really got the reaction he wanted. Wanted to be straighter on this red.
20.
But it's a perfect angle to go up for the blue. Again, a little bit short of pace. Well, that's a bonus. He didn't play for that. He played for blue, but the pink's perfect. Nice little stun down for the red. This is more like it. Starting to get a little bit of rhythm going. I can't quite see the angle on this red, whether he can go straight through for the black or whether he'll play a screw off the pack and back up. Looks okay. I think he can just miss the pack. Not quite. He's caught that red a little bit too thick. The black's still on, and these pockets are generous, but it's not easy, because to get position he's going to have to disturb a few reds. Oh, just took his eye off the pot, looking for the position. But that's a bit better from Ali. 28 break, settle him down a little bit. Problem is he's left Hussein, although he's played that badly. Didn't really want to be playing the black straight away, but he might have to. Well, he's taking this blue one. This is a bit all or nothing.
10 seconds.
Yeah, that was tough. The shot really was to go into the pack if you're going to play the blue. But because he tried so hard to miss the pack, he's hit the blue too thick. So one good shot from Ali, and he's back in. Oh, that wiped its feet, but it's in. He's got a choice, but I don't think with the lead he's got, he'll go into them. I'm not sure. Well, he did. He tried to. Hit it way too thin. He's got a little bit fortunate. This red isn't easy, but at least he's on the red. That's a very good shot. Nice little flick as well, I think, if the pink goes. Yeah, he played for black, but he'll settle for pink, certainly. Yeah, he's starting to cue the ball nicely now. Just getting a bit more purchase on the white.
15.
That's perfect. Just drop this in, he'll have the red below the pack, which will then open up a few reds. Well, he chose to go into them again, trusting a little bit to luck, and he's left himself one in the middle, although it's certainly not a gimme. That's a good shot. Table's caught him out again. Come off the cushion a little bit slow, but he's set up for that. He has a 51-point lead and a snooker. It's very difficult here to get safe as well. He's either got to just touch one of the reds, because they're all in open positions, so it might just be a hit and hope, and it was. Yeah, and it's not worked out for him. So this should be the end of frame 2. He just keeps his concentration.
Wow.
That's handy. He's left himself straight on the green, but he's seen that the red goes into the yellow pocket, so it's just easy little shot for position. Now just probably play on the green again. Green or brown? I think green is the shot, but brown is the easier ball. One cushion. He's played that well. Yeah, he's starting to get the pace of the table again now. But even that from such a thin cut, it's not travelled too far. Well, that's definitely frame over now. 59 in front with 43 left. Yeah, 66. But he'd like to make a nice little break here just for his own confidence.
17.
Not judge that cannon very well, but normally likes these shots. Yeah. Very good long potter.
24.
So after a poor first frame where he couldn't really settle,
26.
this has been much better second frame.
28.
Took his chances pretty well. Struggles with the pace of the table a little bit, but that's getting better.
31.
And Hussein didn't really do a lot wrong in that game. Missed a couple of shots. He had one easy red and he didn't get position, and that's really cost him the frame. But it's still all to play for, one frame all. Frame 3, about to get underway. Hussein ALQALLAF from Kuwait, breaking off. One frame all. He's caught that a little bit thick. They're both struggling with the contacts. They tend to be hitting the ball a little bit too thick. And with the slow cloth, that's not going to help. And that was harder than it looked, but he's knocked it in nicely. This is not a bad little chance early in the frame. Put a few points on the board. It's not bad. You can just roll through for a high black. Well, he tried to play for the low black off the side cushion. And he's finished a bit straight. There is one to the right of the pack that goes. So he'll just screw on and off the cushion, try to get to the middle of the table. Has he got enough? I don't think so.
6.
So he'll be a little bit frustrated there. That wasn't a bad chance. But he takes the chance to open up a few reds and play a good safety. That's a very good safety. He's covered the left side of the table. Hussein's in a little bit of trouble here. And he's coming off the top cushion to try to hit the red on the side cushion. He's played that well. Little bit unlucky there. He was trusting to luck, and he didn't get any.
Ali 4.
So again, if he can get a nice angle on a colour, this is a decent chance. Looks a little bit straight on the blue. I thought he might have come out for a boat colour there to give him a natural angle. Oh, that's good power. He's played that well. He's played it too well, actually. He could have done with a couple of feet less. He's still on this red, but it's not easy. I think he played for the one to the right of the pack. But one good shot and he's in. Ooh, that wasn't easy.
Ali
I think he's got away with it. Hussein won't want to play the red below the black because it's far too difficult and there's no benefit for it, so I think he's just going to have to play a safety. Yeah, thin off this red. Just got to miss the pink ball. Yeah, that's the trouble. So if this red goes into the left black pocket, this is another half chance for Ali. It's not easy. No, it didn't go. But at least his safety's getting a bit better. I'm not sure if he can see this red. By the looks of the referee, I think he's snookered, so not much he can do here. Maybe come off the side cushion and just nestle into the top of the pack.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3.
Oh, this is dangerous. Yeah. I don't see how he was going to get safe from that shot, but it's not easy for position. The red obviously is pretty easy, but to get the cue ball in position is not. Yeah.
1.
I thought he might be better going up for blue or pink there, but he took a chance. Didn't come off, so just another safety.
Ali
He's played to go in behind the green there. But he's not caught the yellow right, and that's what's left this half chance for Hussein. That was a good pot. Needs a little bit of luck. Hasn't really had any. Okay, the green and the yellow go, but they're very difficult. And if he were to miss, he'd be leaving everything, so I think he's just rolling up. And that could have been better. It's not bad, but Ali's got an easy safety. Unless he fancies this long red. Looks like he's going for it. Oh, and that wasn't really close. Again, he needs a little bit of luck, and I think he's got it. Yeah, that could have been a lot worse. Again, simple safety for Hussein. It's not bad, but he really should have got the snooker there. Ali can flick off this red and go back to balk. He's caught it too thick. Well, I thought he had. Obviously, he's hit it perfect. Now, because Hussein didn't get the snooker, he's now in trouble himself.
Seconds.
Under the circumstances, that wasn't a bad shot. He worked it out quite well to go past the pack. Yeah, Ali having a 26-point lead. Doesn't want to take any unnecessary risks. And Hussein's played a good shot there. He wants the black open because he's losing in the frame. Well, he's got to play a good safety. Oh. Well, he's had a little bit of fortune there. He did get a very good white. But that was a nice time to get a fluke. Especially he opened the reds. Not sure what Hussein can do here. Maybe twice across the table. Oh, he's going round that way. He's going round the balk way. 1, 2, 3 cushions to try and hit the reds on the top cushion. And he's far too wide. Although it's slid down. Yeah. That slid down off the cushion more than I expected. He's played a good shot. That's good patience from Ali. Could easily have expected a better chance there and gone for something. So again, we're back to a safety battle, and the way the reds are, and the black now is open, it's still anybody's game. This is not easy. Oh, he's played that very poorly. No strength in the white. And this is not a bad chance. Okay, the red's missable, because he's going into the other reds, but if he knocks this in, he has a good chance. He went into them full-bloodedly, which is good, but he needed a better contact on the reds. I think this black still pots, but it's certainly missable. If he goes for it, it's a little bit do or die. He could leave the whole table for Ali. A lot of pressure on this black. Oh, he's done well. He's done well. He deserves a nice kiss there to get on a red. Got one for the middle. Maybe 2 for the middle. Yeah, he's taking the easier one. Go down for blue or pink. Probably pink. Again, he's just a little bit in between. Needed to go a little bit less for the blue or a little bit more for the pink. And now he's left himself a little bit of a bad angle. Still should be okay. Blue is certainly the ball. Little stun off the top cushion.
5.
Oh, he's tried to hold. He's played that very well. That was a better shot than it looked. Easy to overhit them, but he's perfect on this red. Again, he's just overhitting them a little bit. He didn't really need to do that. And now because of that, he's left this black a bit too straight. Still should pot it. Yeah, and it all adds up. Because he's lost position there, he's had to concentrate too much just to pot the ball, and now he's got a more difficult red in the middle. Still can pot it, but it's more difficult than it needed to be. Yeah, good shot. Now he's back in position.
23.
This has been a good reply from Hussein. Hasn't really potted a ball for the best part of 2 frames. And shown good character here.
28.
Yeah, he likes them shots where he can overhit them and guarantee position. Didn't need to try and hold for the blue. But maybe he's a little bit straight on this pink ball. He won't want to play the blue because it's missable. And the pink is
10 seconds.
very easy. But again, he's left himself one of those reds.
35.
Needs to cue this well. Well, that certainly didn't roll off. Hit that like a tracer bullet. Again, he's a little unfortunate. He's on the pink and it's very easy, but he's a bit straight. Not much angle. And I don't think the red would go in the middle. So he's just left himself a double. It's not a natural double, but we've already seen him pot a good double earlier on in the match. Yeah, it wasn't quite natural. So that's a nice 42 break. That's given him a 19-point lead, but there's still 51 available. Still has the insurance as well of the yellow ball, which Ali would need if he got back in. That was a strange one. I don't understand why he's got a 20-point lead and he opens up the reds that are safe. It's given half a chance for Ali. Oh, and he's way too thin on that contact. But he's had a result there. I'm not sure if that's a snooker or if the one near the black is just sticking out, but he's certainly in trouble here.
Foul.
Yeah, that was pretty fortunate for Ali. Let's see if he can capitalise.
Ali 7.
Well, this won't be so easy for the referee to put back. I don't think the two reds on the cushion were in that position, but without the benefit of the TV cameras, it has to be settled really between the players and the referee.
Red out.
I'm not sure that Hussein will play the same shot anyway. Maybe he'll just try and roll off the side cushion into the two reds. Yeah, he's doing that. Doesn't want to risk giving away another 7 points and possibly a good chance. But that's slid off the cushion and it's given Ali half a chance.
Ali 4.
Yeah, just make sure of the pot. Little surprised he played that so hard into balk. Thought he might have tried to leave an angle to open the reds.
Ali 1.
But at this stage of the game, I think not a bad option. With these cushions sliding a little bit, it's not so easy to hit. But he's played a great shot there. He should be in trouble again here. Ali's got a nice easy shot off the red to leave a snooker. Well, that's pretty much just as good as a snooker, because he's got to play real thin contact here. If he catches it a little bit thick... Oh, he's played that well as well. That was a very difficult shot from where he was. To get that cue ball back there, that's excellent. He has left Ali a half chance, but it's very tough. Yeah, and Ali wasn't sure where that cue ball was going. Because he caught it thick, that meant that he caught the black off the top cushion, and that's given Hussein half a chance. Well, he did move on that one a little bit. It was missable, but he would have expected to pot it. Yeah, Ali's just catching everything a little bit thick, especially on his safeties. Well, he really pushed the boat out there. I didn't expect him to go full-blooded for that red, having played safe for quite a lot of the frame. Again, missable, but it's not a bad chance. He should pot it. Yeah, he's come a bit too far. So he's got the easy green in the yellow pocket or the follow blue for the red. Just got to be careful of speed here off this top cushion. Yeah, He's played that well. It's a little bit slow off the cushions, but once it gets on the bed, it's very, very fast. Now he's got to try and find an angle to be able to get on the yellow. Well, he's certainly got one from the blue. If he fancies potting the blue, this should bring him right in behind the yellow. Well, obviously he's got an angle on the brown as well. Push it through. Not sure about that one. I think he tried to disturb the yellow, but at that speed it was never really going to go anywhere. So it's time to make your mind up. I think he's got to play safe, really, because if he misses, he's leaving the frame open. Not bad. He's got a good cue ball. Well, I feel that was a little bit of a hit and hope. He's left half a chance, but I'm sure Ali won't play it. He'll try and double the yellow up and down. Got to avoid the double kiss. Oh, he's caught it too thick again. He's got away with it. I think he's left a snooker. So 2 bits of good fortune there. Ali with the snooker, and Hussein getting out of the snooker and leaving a good safety. That's more like it. He's played that well. Could have done with just missing the pink. Well, he's been unlucky and lucky there. It's amazing how many times that shot, the ball goes in off. But fortunately for him, the pink has come across and covered the yellow. So it'll just be another safety for Ali. Not sure if he'll play the snooker behind the pink. That's quite risky. Well, he has. He's played that very well. That's an excellent shot. I wasn't sure of the angle because he managed to get the yellow above the middle pockets, which gave him a bit of insurance. But this has just got to be hit and hope. Well, he's done well. But unfortunately, he's left Ali a good chance to win the third frame. 6 points in front, so he needs up to and including the blue. That's not bad from where he was. He was obviously very straight and couldn't really get an angle. So he's done the next best thing. If he pots this good green, then he's going to be perfect on the brown, or should be. I thought he would have stunned that. Playing it like that, he was always going to land near the cushion. So again, he's put a little bit of pressure on himself that he didn't want. Oh, but he's played that very well. Under the circumstances, that wasn't easy. And that was a frame-winning ball.
40.
So a bit of a topsy-turvy frame. Hussein made a nice 42,
Ali 20.
but a nice little clearance from Ali gives him the frame. He leads 2 frames to 1. Welcome back to the QBSF. ALOBAIDLI leading 2 frames to 1 in the best of 7 group match against HUSSEIN ALQALLAF from Kuwait. Just a containing safety from Hussein. Not sure that was the right shot, but he's not left a pot, but I'm sure he'll be in a bit of trouble after this one. Ali trying to go in behind the yellow. I think he's left just one red sticking out. He can either go for it or he'll play the dump shot where we dump the cue ball onto the top cushion. It's an important frame for Hussein, I feel, if he has any chance in this match. Yeah, he just put the cue ball there. Trying to be patient. That's an excellent shot. Again, he's just left the one red sticking out, but there's a chance of a double kiss here if he doesn't catch it right. Can play thin off the red to the left of the pack, but it's going to take a good shot. Yeah, nice contact. Played that well. You've got Ali in a little bit of trouble here. He's going to have to play the same shot off the red near the black. Caught it a little bit thick. And he won't have wanted to put the blue safe, but he's not left a lot. That's a bit speculative from Hussein. Having played two good safeties, he's gone for a bit of a wild one. Oh, Ali's starting the pot now. When they start going in, he's normally feeling good. Played that one well as well. Little bit unfortunate, the cloth is so fast on the bed once it gets moving. Got a little bit too much into it, but should be able to take a boat colour. Oh, very careless. Just took his eye off the pot, took it for granted. But one thing he has done, he's opened up all the reds, so even to play safe is not easy. Maybe force Hussein into a shot. Well, this looks tough. Yeah, that was so tough, bridging over the green. I'm surprised he went for that one. He's not got away with it, he's left Ali a red, but could have been a lot worse. I thought the red just to the right of the black would go. Maybe not. Obviously not, so he has really got away with it. That was a great piece of luck for Hussein. Ali's trying to tempt him, I think. He's giving him half a chance again. The red in the middle, but even if he potted it, he wouldn't really get any position. So it's just a safety shot. Oh, and he's caught it okay. I thought he'd caught it a bit thick, but no, it's come back nicely. Could have done with being a bit further. He's left Ali half a chance. He's already knocked a good long red in this frame. But because all the reds are open, he's decided to play safe. Caught it too thick. Ooh, just got away with it. So they're both getting little slices of luck here. Oh. Plays a strange game, Hussein. He plays safe, and then suddenly he knocks in a ball that you wouldn't expect him to pot. He's just got to get a little bit more consistency. See, again, I would never have had that down as the right shot. Even if he plays the blue, he should screw back to the baulk cushion, but it's not bad. I mean, he's not really left anything for Ali, but it's pretty simple to play safe. Yeah, and that's what I thought Hussein would do with the blue ball, push it into a red. Now he's in trouble. So just a few bad choices. And then he's knocked in another worldie. Just when you feel he's gone a little bit and he's playing some wrong shots, then he just knocks in another great pot. I think he wants to err on the side of caution here. I can't believe he's playing this one again, the blue. It's so difficult. Maybe he just wanted it out into the table. But he had a simple snooker on there. Very simple to leave Ali in trouble with all the reds open. And the fact that Ali can see a red is a bonus.
Extension call.
Yeah, that was such a strange shot from Hussein. Okay, it was an excellent pot from Ali.
One.
But he's put himself in trouble from just bad shot selection.
Seconds.
Well, he's had a bit of a result. He still left the red for Ali, but it is missable down the top cushion. I would expect him to get it, and if he does, he's going to be on the black. But he could have probably expected something easier after that snooker. In fact, he's not even playing it. He knows the situation of the frame. 3-1 for him would be very tough for Hussein to come back, but 2-2, so he doesn't want to take any chances. It's a fairly straightforward safety. Well, I wouldn't have played it off that one to move the black, but again, he's got away with it. Ali will just try and flick off this red, come back round somewhere near the green in baulk. We certainly didn't want to cannon the green. This could be another Hussein special, or he could play safe. Not sure. It's not easy to tell which shots he will play. Again, he's gone full-blooded. Now he's left pretty decent chance, I think, for Ali. If he can get on the black from this red. Can't quite see the angle. But if he can get on the black, this is a good chance.
Seconds. 5.
I'm sure this shot clock is disturbing the players a little bit. They're not used to having to play within 30 seconds. I'm sure if the referee hadn't called the shot clock there, Ali would have potted that red. Maybe it's putting him off a little bit.
Extension call.
Not quite sure I agree with this for snooker. For pool, okay, but sometimes at snooker you just need to take longer. That was a bad miss from Hussein. Knew he'd be leaving something very easy for Ali if he missed.
Seven.
That's okay. These middles are quite generous, so he should be able to pot the blue, no problem. He's guaranteed one over the left corner pocket if he doesn't get on the one near the blue. I think he tried to just flick that red to leave it. But he's got the guarantee, he shouldn't miss this one. But the cue ball is a different matter. Yeah, and because of the distance, he couldn't really judge the speed off this top cushion. The brown is potable, but certainly not what he would have wanted. He's really overhit that last shot because I think he played for a choice of blue or pink. But one good shot and he should still be in good position. Yeah, he's played that well. Although he's played it very slowly. Don't know if you're going to go for it, you might as well go for it full-blooded or play safe.
15.
So they're both struggling a little bit in this frame. Maybe the importance of the result, of the scoreline.
Ali. 15.
We're in a little bit of a stalemate for maybe one or two shots, although not sure what he's trying to do. It's okay. It's not great if Ali's potting, but he's missed a few in this frame. He's trying to be a little bit careful, I think. And with the shot clock there as well, it's just a little bit off-putting. think the red next to the black does go, but it's very difficult and fraught with danger if he misses again, so he's just being cautious. Again, he wants that black out though. Worked for him in the last frame. He made a nice 42, although he eventually lost the frame. But it's not a bad idea. He's 25 points behind. It wasn't bad from Ali. He knew it was a shot to nothing. The only red he could leave was the one he played. Again, not bad from HUSSEIN. I wasn't sure that red went, but another good shot to nothing. Could be a little bit of a stalemate here. I think Ali will just roll up to the red. Because of the red in balk, both players won't want to go into balk, so they're just going to maybe tap these reds. Well, HUSSEIN's got other ideas. He's determined to not get bogged down with safety. The problem is when you go for a shot like that, you're always going to be leaving one. This is half a chance for Ali. That's an excellent shot. Maybe he's a little straight on the black. He'll want to stun up. Again, he's got to judge the speed off this top cushion. He's just throwing a few bad ones in. The red to get him was an excellent shot, and then he's just, don't know, took his eye off the black. So just struggling for focus a little bit. Group games are always a little bit nerve-wracking because you just want to qualify from the group. You always feel the tournament doesn't start till you get to the knockout stages. And he's just throwing a few careless ones in. Still okay in the frame. There's 3 or 4 reds in pretty safe positions. But he's given HUSSEIN a chance to get back in the frame. That's not too bad. Again, if he wants to get back into the frame, he's going to have to take a couple of chances. Maybe play the blue, go into the reds on the top cushion. Because there aren't that many reds in open positions. That's what he tried. He's been unlucky there. But at least he tried to play the correct shot and bring reds out. But he's actually favoured Ali there because Ali's got the lead and he's put more reds safe. And you always fancy that Ali will have a better safety game than HUSSEIN. Just a containing safety there, but again he's probably gonna find himself in a bit of trouble. Yeah, Ali could have played safe off the side cushion, reds, but he didn't want to bring them out into the game, which is good match play. especially when you're leading. If he had been behind, he would have played safe off them reds. But that's not bad from Hussein. He's covered that red, which means Ali will play. He's brought another one out. That's played that poorly. Should have been nowhere near that yellow ball. Again, just playing a few naive shots there, Hussein. He had a chance to go for the red and leave it safe. But for the moment, it looks just like Ali's focus has gone completely at the moment. I'm sure it'll come back. But he's being helped by Hussein, who's missing a few now. Can't afford to miss that sort of shot. And even worse, he's given Ali an easy opener. Up for blue or hold for black. Yeah. He's got perfect angle here just to stump past the pink for the red near the black spot. Doesn't want to be too straight. Oh, that's not a great angle. Yeah, as soon as they get a little bit wrong, it's difficult to get the position back. Judging the speed off the cushions has been difficult for both of them. But one good shot. Yeah, when he's had to pot a good ball, he does. He's potted numerous long shots and 50-50 shots.
40.
So getting near to the stage where he only needs a few. That's good. Just roll this in dead weight, give the pocket every chance. That's good.
23.
Just this black will lead Hussein needing a snooker. So 46 the difference, 43 on the table. And that's a nice safety as well. Bit of a hit and hope from Hussein. Getting a little bit desperate for him in this match now. So I'm sure if this red goes in, that'll be 3-1 to Ali. Well, again, played it a little bit fast. Maybe that's the shot clock. Well, he's gonna... Ali might go for this red, but it's an easy snooker. Put him in trouble. No, he just played to drop it in. and that's drifted down a little bit off the slate. That's why it hit the cushion just before the pocket. It's actually worked out quite well for Ali because he needs a snooker and 2 blacks. So this is going to be a hit and hope to get on the black, I think. Well, he's done okay. He's got next best, the pink. Can't afford to take the blue or he'll need 2 snookers. Pink he'll be able to win with just 1. Or tie, sorry, if he gets 1 snooker and a black. Took the easier option, but if he's playing for a snooker, I'm not sure why he's put his cue ball there. That's not easy now to get a snooker. And that was unfortunate. He played a little bit of a 9-ball pool shot there, trying to come off the cushion and back. But having unluckily fluked the red in the middle, that's definitely going to be frame over. Don't see any way back for him now. 39 behind.
10 seconds.
Well, 36 behind, that's 3 4-point snookers. But he's carrying on as he probably feels he should. It's an important frame. Well, he's going to need 3 pretty good snookers, I feel. Screw off the side cushion behind the black. That's what he's trying. Didn't get hold of the cue ball. And when it's going for you this game, it really does go for you. Generally the guy playing the better snooker gets the luck. And the guy struggling usually gets nothing. That's how it works. And that's really just put a lid on this frame. Now trailing 40 points. I'm a little surprised he's carrying on. Seems a forlorn hope. But you never know, if he gets 1 or 2 snookers, he might gain a bit of confidence. But he doesn't look like getting 1. Maybe trying to put Ali out of his stride, although he's not playing very well at the moment, so... And that surely is the end of the frame. Exhibition shot from Ali. Knows the frame's over. He's cueing well. He seems to be cueing well. His focus is not so good, but the actual cue action is working. So that's 4 frames down. ALOBAIDLI leads HUSSEIN ALQALLAF 3 frames to 1. So the 5th frame, HUSSEIN from Kuwait to break, trailing by 3 frames to 1.
25. What's that for?
I feel he's really got to improve his shot selection if he's to have any chance in this match. He's playing some good shots, and he's also playing some shots that are hard to understand. It's an excellent opening pot. Tried to cannon the red and the black to push the black over the pocket. But Ali at the moment he's not really got out of second gear. He's potting the important balls when he has to. But I'm sure there'll be more to come from him in the later stages of the game. Of the group, sorry. Just got to try and keep focus, because these best of sevens, if you're a little bit careless, that's an excellent shot to open. I'll see if he can put a break together. He'll probably be looking for the 2, although he's playing the yellow, so I think he's looking for the 2 to the left of the pack. And again, you see, lovely opening red, and then so careless. I'm wondering if it's the shot clock where he feels he has to get on with it and just hit the shot. Was certainly an unforced error. And apart from the 42 that HUSSEIN made, he's not been able to punish Ali. Again, his very easy red to get position, and he's finished bad on the blue. And again, he just keeps running out of position and making the next shot more difficult. So it's just another safety from HUSSEIN. But Ali's got to tighten up his game as the tournament progresses, missing too many easy balls. Again, shot to nothing from Ali. Well, He's playing so relaxed now, he's trying to open the black, give himself a chance for later in the frame. Which can be a risky way to play. Sometimes when you don't play the right shots, the game can punish you. That's an excellent safety. I think he's covered the red to the far right of the table. Hussein can't see an obvious safety. Yeah, he's in desperation mode now. Fortunately for himself, he's got away with it and he's put the black safe. He's been very lucky there. Ali again, trying to open the black. Not necessarily the right shot, but he's obviously feeling comfortable in this match. That sounded a little bit like a miscue. I think he wanted to screw back to top cushion. But Hussein now he's in full attack mode. I think he's going to go for everything. That's a good shot. He does knock some really good long pots in. Just his cue ball, he can't seem to get it under control. And again, the pot red was superb and then missed a fairly basic brown and given Ali a perfect chance here. I think it's going to take some players a little time to get used to this shot clock. Not that Ali is a slow player, but when you feel that the time is running down, you've got to hit the ball. Doesn't really help with the positional side of your game. But it's the same for everyone. Don't see why it's needed in snooker though, but maybe they're just trying something. When the balls are open like this, I think the shot clock is okay because it's pretty obvious to the players what shot they're going to play. But sometimes when you run out of position and you have to think, I think that's when it puts the pressure on.
17.
Some players are naturally a little bit slower than others. It's a nice little chance. I think if both them reds go at the top of the pink spot. And he'll play for the black now. Maybe screw into that red, push it off the pink spot and leave the black. It's a good shot. Not got to do anything with the cue ball now, just soft stun. Leave himself a choice of two reds. Well, he's overhit that. Little bit careless, should be okay. Oh. Again, maybe he was worried about the cannon on the second red to get position on the black, but should never have missed that. Such a basic shot for someone of Ali's ability. He's got a nice little lead, and Hussein unfortunately is struggling at the moment to get a good cue ball. He's got the brown in the middle, but it's a little bit of a pressure shot, because if he misses... Yeah, again, he's played a nothing shot there. Even if he pots the brown, he's got no position, so I don't really understand that shot. Again, Ali not necessarily playing the correct shot, but he's quite free with the game at the moment. He's got a nice little lead. Not worried about taking reds off cushions. That's a good shot from Hussein. It was a very good effort to get him behind the pink. Like I say, he does play some very good shots. And then he just throws in a few bad ones as well. That's been the problem. Nice easy break off safety for Ali there. Hussein really wanting to have a go at anything. And that's an excellent shot. Now we can play the right shot. Snooker in behind the yellow. Well, he's wanting to bring the green off. I'm not sure why at this stage. He's played it well. Could have played it a lot easier, but he's played it very well. This is going to be a little bit of a hit and hope for Ali, I think. The way the reds are. He would like to play for the red near the black pocket, but I don't think he can get past the green and the pink to get near it. He's having a look. Yeah, if he hits the... Oh, he's just playing the screw. Hit and hope. Yeah. Obviously felt he couldn't get round to that red. And now this is a real good chance for Hussein. It's probably his last chance to stay in the match. He's got to make something from this. Yeah, again, he could have held for the black there. I'm not sure what he was thinking. He's making that cue ball travel too much. Okay, he should still pot this pink. But again, he's got to get position now. It just wriggles in. So he's got away with it. As long as he can keep his cue ball under control. This isn't a bad little chance. You're only trailing by 17 points. Why so hard? I don't understand why he's hitting the ball so hard there. His cue ball has ended up nowhere anyway. He could have played for a choice of pink or black there quite easily. That's a good shot with the rest from Ali. Just made sure of the pot. Wanted to come back a little bit for the pink. He just missed the blue here. Oh, he's played a stun. That's an excellent shot. Not easy that at that speed to hit it that well.
7.
If he can just keep his focus, he's underhit that a little bit. Wanted to be a little straighter on this. Should be okay. Yeah, that's a good shot. Now, barring accidents, this should be frame and match.
13.
Well, commentator's curse there. How he's missed that red, I don't know. Must just purely be focus. Although he has missed a few of them thick. Not sure, maybe the cloth is a little heavier than he's used to. Most of the players say this is an excellent cloth, very nice. It's just playing a touch slower than some of the other cloths we've played on. But still no excuse to miss a red like that. He'll be very angry with himself. Still has a lead of 26 points. The referee confusing himself a little bit there. That was a good shot. Again, he'll be disappointed from that red that he missed. Should have been match over by now, but one final chance for Hussein. I'm afraid the match has got away from him a little bit now. The body language is not good from Hussein now. I feel like he knows the end is close. And indeed, he's just a colour needed for Ali now. The black would give him a perfect angle to go up for yellow. It's not that easy, but none of them are easy. He's just not really thinking at the moment. But when you can put long balls like that, it doesn't really matter. So Hussein needs one snooker. Again, careless from Ali, but he got away with it. Tried the double when wasn't really on. Not easy here. He can try and come off the side cushion and go in behind the black. Because it's not on its spot, I think he's got a nice angle. Yeah. Little unfortunate. He's played it well, but I think it's just a bit sticking out. Ali can just swerve around this. Yeah. The balls are not actually in a bad position for snookers. I think Hussein's confidence has gone.
Seconds.
Not a great shot, but not bad. Yeah, again, Ali just catching them a bit thick. Sometimes takes a couple of matches to get used to the line of aim on these shots. Generally, the thicker the cloth or the heavier the cloth, the thicker you tend to strike, especially at distance. But it's a good sign he's knocking in a lot of long balls. So I'm sure if he starts to focus. Commentator's curse again. Yeah, Hussein's really struggling. He never looks like getting a snooker, to be honest. In fact, he might be in one here. Ali can just roll the yellow towards the yellow pocket, come off the side cushion behind the brown. Well, he played the stun way, but it's still good. Still got the snooker. But I've seen Hussein play before a few times, and he's certainly improving. I think he used to be a pool player, and he's moved over to snooker. Not sure the shot clock really helps him though, because I've seen him play and he usually plays quite a little bit slower than this. Gives himself a chance to think. Whereas I think he's panicked a little bit and rushed because of this shot clock. He did make the highest break of the match, which is a little disappointing, only 42. But he's still, if he doesn't get snookers here, he's still got another 2 group games to go. So it's not all lost. Top 2 qualify from each group. Yeah, now he needs 2 snookers. And unfortunately, he didn't look like getting 1 snooker, so I'm sure that's the end of the match. Thank you. Not a great performance from Ali, but satisfactory. He got the job done. And especially in the group games, that's all you want. You don't really want to be firing on all cylinders till the knockout. Just get used to the table. Try to hit the ball nice. And that's the end of the match. ALOBAIDLI beats HUSSEIN ALQALLAF 4 frames to 1.